Hello, I'm Richard Herring,
I'm Abdul.
and this is Sight on Screen. Hey, we're back in studio, man.
Yeah,
We're sitting here together.
Yeah, it's been a while.
It's been a while. We have been quarantine capable for a bit here.
Yeah, it feels weird. I
Yeah.
feel afraid sitting in front of you right now.
Yeah, we're a bit close.
It's a bit too close for comfort. I don't know about
Hey,
you.
what are you doing? What are you doing? No,
Where's that hand going? I don't know.
Is it exploding?
Yeah, very topical.
Very topical. Very topical.
We're doing a bit of a special today.
Yeah, we're having another treat yourself. I know we've been doing a lot, but who cares?
There are no new movies. Artemis Fowl is coming out soon, or has come out.
Artemis Fowl is out on Disney Plus only.
Yeah.
It has become a Disney Plus exclusive.
Yeah, so that's a new movie.
Yeah, we don't have Disney Plus in Norway yet.
That's true.
We're getting it in July, apparently. I've heard little speaks and squeaks about.
Yeah, I remember summer. I don't remember
Summer.
when.
Yeah, apparently Disney Plus is coming, so Norwegian nerds can watch The Mandalorian.
And Star Wars.
And Star Wars, still not unedited. That's not happening.
Well, there's the McClunky edit.
There's the McClunky.
Yeah, the McClunky edit is an
mercy.
interesting one.
God, have you watched that? Because
No,
it is.
I have not.
I have seen the McClunky. It is so out of place. Just out of nowhere. McClunky. Why? Why do you do this?
They're messing. They're following in George Lucas's legacy.
No. This is
Whenever there's a new
No.
there's a new release, he has to mess with it.
This isn't a Disney thing. This is a Lucas thing.
Seriously?
This is a leftover from when they were going to do the 3D re-release.
He added McClunky.
That's a George Lucas, when he was in charge of Skywalker Studios, decision. This is not a Disney thing. Splash, that thing with the hair, that's all on them. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
Oh, my lord. Okay, for anyone listening who hasn't seen it, Disney Plus, there's a gif of this out there.
I mean, Splash, the Tom Hanks movie.
Splash, the Tom Hanks movie.
Yeah.
At the end of the movie, if you remember, have you seen it?
I've seen it. I don't remember it.
Mermaid-
I was like 7. I don't know.
Okay, end of the movie, the mermaid lady runs naked into the ocean.
Yeah, I remember that.
And
Good scene.
following the Star Wars theme, to cover up the possibility of a slightly out of focus rear end, Disney Plus has added what appears to be a Ewok to her butt in post.
The hairy butt.
They've extended the hair, but they've only done like a clone tool.
Oh, so there's no motion or anything?
Oh no, there's motion, but it's following the hair above. It's just it's
What?
It's
I think
so
to see
bad.
the GIF. This is insane.
It's so bad. It's just the worst thing in the world that they have found this necessary. Because it is this thing because they got rid of a bunch of old crap from their roster. I mean, no one is ever going to find a high definition release of Songs of the South.
No.
That is gone.
That's a good thing.
That is a good thing,
Yeah,
but I mean,
let's
it's
be
kind of like,
honest.
let's not forget the history, at least. That this did happen.
Yeah, sure. You're not wrong. But I don't want kids watching it. That's
No,
for sure.
that's very true. I think
and Disney Plus is supposed to be a
it is
for
a
everyone,
family-friendly
yeah.
thing. Yes, I don't disagree with that at all. But I don't know. I'm a little bit of a mixed opinion on that whole thing about removing things from the roster that you personally find uncomfortable. Okay, I'm just gonna show. Okay, so original, post.
Wow. What? They didn't even try.
Oh no! They did not. It's really bad.
Is there sound on this one?
No, I think it's soundless. I'll take the sound off anyway. But yeah, no, okay, I'm just gonna show up the clip here. We got Tom Hanks. We got the lady.
It looks so bad though.
Oh no! Wait till you see it in motion. It gets even worse.
Oh, that's great. That's great. That looked horrible.
It does, doesn't
what were
it?
they thinking?
I don't know.
And this is the company that's the biggest media,
Oh yeah,
especially entertainment conglomerate.
they're not a media company anymore. They're a media empire.
Yeah, they're an empire. That's for sure. They bought Fox.
Hey.
So
Yeah, they bought Fox without blinking.
yeah,
They're just kind of like, yeah, I'll take that.
yeah, pretty much. And
Hey, you don't need that right now, do you?
And they're pretty known for their special effects. This was something.
This was really something. I'd recommend it was originally tweeted by Alison Pregler. Please do everybody a favor and find it, because
yeah, that's great. I love it. This is the kind of content that I want in my life.
Oh yeah, no, it's fantastic. It's I don't know why they did this, but I wonder what they would make of this movie. So we should probably get on to what we're actually talking about.
Well, before we go,
okay,
speaking of
sure.
Song of the South. Now, if they did like a Snyder cut re-release, R-rated release or something, then yeah, maybe.
Oh no, I got it.
As opposed to like on Disney Plus.
Ladies and gentlemen, I got it.
You got it.
I got it. Songs of the South is playing, but the last 5-10 minutes is replaced by the ending of Django.
Wow. Well, okay.
It's about the same time period. We could make that work.
Yeah, I mean, it would be a weird edit going from cartoonish to...
I don't know. We could instead of being little, say goodbye, Miss Mabel, her flying out that door. It's Uncle Tom from the Songs of the South.
Well, I mean, if you can do it,
I mean, that Sam Jackson role is kind of a take on that. It is going for that Uncle Tom's Cabin stuff.
That's true. He does have that voice too.
Yeah, can you tell that we're back in studio because we ramble way more when we're here?
Yeah, because we get to play off each other a little bit.
Yeah,
more. Play off each other, not play each other.
Yeah, cough. No, we're here we're here in our little sandlot building our adjacent mountain.
Yeah, that's true. Tangent aside.
Oh, it's good to be back, baby.
So today's special,
the treat yourself. Yeah. Splash! No, it's not even that.
I wish it was. We should do a Splash.
We should do a Splash. God, I haven't.
We should do a Tom Hanks special. Like old school Tom Hanks.
Yes.
Like everything from 80s and 90s, but nothing beyond.
Let's find something really... I have it. Mazes and Monsters.
I don't think I've seen it.
Oh, I'm sorry. You've not seen the made-for-TV movie where Dungeons and Dragons is shown to be the spawn of the devil that will make you hallucinate you're killing people in New York?
I know of this. I haven't seen it, no.
Tom Hanks loses his mind to a Dungeons and Dragons ripoff?
Yeah, no, I've read about it. Oh my god, yes, we need to see that.
Mazes and Monsters is a far-out game.
That should be an episode. Whenever Tom Hanks is going to get another movie out.
Mercy, it is.
That's the one.
Oh, good grief. It's him as a teenager, and he turns into a paladin, and then he's attacking homeless people in New York.
If I'm not mistaken, that was one of his first roles.
Oh, right? Yeah. This was like early days of Tom Hanks. I think it might be his first screen credit. If it's not his first, it's really close. It's like, and you can tell. This is not the Hanks we came to know and love.
It's not the charismatic, I don't know what you would call him, but sure.
Dad energy? I don't know.
Yeah, he's got
a
lot
good
of
dad energy. Yeah.
But yeah, exactly. Good dad energy.
I mean, he's playing Mr. Rogers and it works.
That's true.
Still haven't watched it.
He doesn't look anything like him. No. I haven't seen it either.
No.
Although I did look at some reviews. Reviews were mixed. Some praised it really highly. Some said that it didn't really have Mr. Rogers in it that much.
No, because it's
strange.
It's based on, because it is based off a real thing, but it's mainly based off the reporter who did the profile on him, not Mr. Rogers.
Yeah, so I guess marketing is a thing.
Yeah.
So
because there was two that came out at the same time, and one of them was a documentary composed of old footage, which is "Will You Be My Neighbor?"
Yeah, and the people that didn't like the movie recommended the documentary.
Yeah, exactly. So I think
if you want to
get the Mr.
Rogers experience and get his story, then watch the documentary. Otherwise, watch the movie.
I mean, the only Mr. Rogers tidbit, because I had watched a little bit when I was a kid. There was like reruns and such, and the one tidbit that I learned later in life that I thought kind of gives me firm evidence of the kind of guy he was. When you're watching the show, there's always this slightly disconcerting thing that he always announces out loud when he's feeding the fish. The reason he did that is because he received a letter from a deaf girl, a blind girl, who watched the show, and in the beginning he mentioned he was feeding the fish, and when he stopped saying it out loud, she thought he was forgetting and was worried about the fish.
Oh, that's
so for the rest of the run, he would make sure to mention it, so that she knew that the fish were fed.
That's really sweet.
Yeah, and that's kind of like, you know what?
That's
an unnecessary thing to do. And I love it. That says a lot to the guy's character.
It says a lot about Tom Hanks. I mean, Mr. Rogers.
Mr. Rogers, not Tom Hanks.
Just messing. But yeah, no, definitely. We should do a Tom Hanks.
We still haven't said the movie we're doing today.
That's true. That's true. Another 500 tangents to the side.
Oh mercy, you know what? It's fine. We've needed to get this out of our system.
We haven't done this in such a long time.
It's so needed.
Yeah. All right, so Lopan. I'm putting it out there.
Lopan, everybody. Jack Burton, everybody. Yeah, so this is
Pork Chop Express.
Big Trouble in Little China.
Yes.
Maybe
85. Right?
85.
Yeah.
Maybe the quintessential 80s movie, kind of.
It's definitely the most batshit crazy.
Oh, it's so
80s
great.
movie.
I love this movie.
Yeah.
I love it so much.
I was very, very fond of this movie when I was younger.
Yep.
And as I grew older, I started to appreciate the craziness of it more and more.
I think the thing that started working out for me is like, this was kind of a bizarre ring road because this is so clearly kind of ripped from Hong Kong cinema and especially like the Tai Chi Shaolin monk movies and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Which I'd never watched. I knew nothing about them when I watched this movie because I watched it as a teenager.
Yeah, same.
And it was kind of like, it was a, not a ripoff, but I guess you could call it a spiritual package.
Yes.
And having then watched that, it led me back to its source materials.
Yeah, watching like old school Jackie Chan movies.
Oh,
like
absolutely.
Legend of the Drunken Master or something, I think it's called.
There's
two of them.
There's Drunken Master, there's Drunken Master 2.
Yeah.
There's Legends of the Zodiac, there's like Rumble in the Bronx. Rumble in the Bronx is kind of the big one there.
Yeah.
Boy, that Police Story.
Police Story, yeah.
Man, that's a good movie.
The first three, and then there's the new Police Story.
There's the new Police Story.
And then there's Police Story 2013.
2013.
I think that was the last one he made.
I believe so. Yeah. You got Super Cop.
One
of the most generic names ever made by man.
Sounds like a Dolph Lundgren movie. I don't know.
No, that's a Jackie Chan, but that's because they just couldn't. It's called something much more complicated in the Chinese edit, but they just didn't know what to call this movie, so they just called it Super Cop.
Why not? It's got Jackie Chan's face in it. People are gonna watch it.
Yeah, anything that isn't Rush Hour, pretty much.
Yeah, Rush Hour. I don't blame Jackie Chan. I blame Chris Tucker for that.
I blame Chris Tucker for that, but I do blame Jackie Chan for starring in the movie with Johnny Knoxville.
He was in the movie?
He what? No, he was in a different movie recently, like a couple years back. Yeah, a couple years back, like a Netflix movie or something.
I know he did.
Skip Trace, something like that.
Oh,
he did The Foreigner with
because that's
Pierce
what
Brosnan,
yeah.
which is actually really good. I watched that. It's surprisingly good.
Yeah, I heard a lot of good things.
Yeah, no, recommend it. No, complete. It's good. It's a good, solid thriller. It's not old school Jackie, but once in a while, old school Jackie does show up at the party, and you're happy he's there.
Okay, well, what is he, like 70 now, 60?
Late 60s, I believe.
Yeah,
I can't confirm that.
I don't blame the guy for slowing down a little.
Definitely 60s because he was in his 20s in the 80s, so that kind of works out. He's really good in that, but he's not in this, unfortunately.
But before we move on,
because
we have to get these tangents.
We have to get them out of the way. We've been storing these.
You've heard the story of his first role in a movie, right?
No,
he was a stunt extra.
Oh, right.
In a Bruce Lee movie, Enter
the Dragon.
Enter the Dragon.
Yeah, I've heard of that.
And Bruce Lee kicked him so hard that he fell and really hurt his. I think it was his leg or something.
Yeah.
And then he talks about it. He's like, he really makes fun of it. He's like, and then he acted up, according to him. Like, he was like, oh, I'm so hurt. And he's like, Bruce Lee was so kind. He came over and like, helped me out.
Trying to make you sure he was okay.
Yeah, and he was like, and then I acted even worse. Like, oh no, I'm dying. It's really funny. You should see the interview. It's really great.
Oh, no.
So that was his first like acting role. And then he just exploded after that.
I mean, Jackie Chan was nuts. You watch some of those. I love the fact that a lot of his like early movies, the end credits is showing stunts that they had to redo at the end and the side.
Most of his movies are like
and they're so great.
That's my favorite part of Jackie Chan movies. Because he does all those stunts himself.
And he is crazy.
Yeah, like people now know, like, Tom Cruise, when they think of people that do their own stunts. And and he does amazing work.
Well, here's the thing. Tom Cruise does those things under every safety measure known to humankind.
Well, except for that one helicopter trick they did in Fallout.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'll give him that one. His broken leg, I'll give him.
Yeah, his broken leg from Rogue Nation, right? Or was it also Fallout?
That was also Fallout.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, he did that on Fallout. But Jackie Chan, man, just knocks it way out of there. He was a complete madman.
And he's so fast.
Oh yeah, no,
so fast. Even in his like later days.
Oh yeah, no,
fast.
He was. I mean, if you watch like Drunken Master and such, you realize he's slowed down.
Yeah.
If you watch his Western stuff like Shanghai Noon or whatever, and I saw that in theaters.
Oh no!
Oh, I did.
Oh no!
Oh, I saw that in theaters and Shanghai Nights.
Also in theaters.
In theaters.
Wow.
Oh, that's how good Jackie Chan is. He made me watch Owen Wilson.
I feel sorry for him, man.
Oh, man. But
my condolences.
Jackie with that long hair. Couldn't resist.
Yeah, I know.
But no, you go back to those...
Nevada.
You go back to those old movies and you realize the Western stuff, he is purposefully going slower.
Yeah. No, Bruce Lee said the same thing when he was back in...
No. Bruce Lee could go way quicker than he did on screen.
Yeah, because he was saying that usually... Because when they were shooting, I mean, it's 24 frames a second. Yeah. And he would go so fast that it wouldn't even pick up any of his motions. It would just be like, just stood still.
It's the same thing we were saying about Snipes during Demolition Man.
That's
Same
true.
problem. This is fighting for the screen and fighting for real is different things. It's a different skill set.
And that's why Gemini Man had to be shot in 120 frames per second.
Yes, to capture that fabulous fake CGI Will Smith.
I mean, they already have a younger version of Will Smith. It's called Jaden Smith.
Yes. Unfortunately, Jaden Smith cannot act.
Doesn't matter. It's not like he was doing a lot of acting in Gemini Man.
No, that's very true.
So...
I gotta tell you, that movie was rough for me. I watched that on an airplane because it was the only new movie I hadn't seen in their roster. And I'm just sitting there, and you know...
That's when I moved to the TV shows.
you know that movie isn't doing its job when halfway through I'm sitting there going, West Philadelphia, born and raised in the playground where I spent most of my days.
It looks like back in those days.
It just looks like, it looks like the Fresh Prince, man. Yeah. It's like, no,
I'm guessing that's where they took most of the stock images to make the fake face. From Fresh Prince.
I think it must have been. I just felt bad for Clive Owen, man. Clive Owen having to act next to Will Smith with dots on his face.
Clive Owen has also had his fair share of ups and downs.
Oh,
he's done Children of Men and those
amazing.
Kind of things. He's also done some really heartwarming rom-com-esque movies.
Yeah.
And he's pretty good at those.
Born Identity, he's good.
Born Identity, he's also good. Yeah. And then he does things like Shoot 'Em Up. And
I kind of love Shoot 'Em Up.
It is a parody of itself, to be honest.
I kind of adore Shoot 'Em Up. It's when he gets into stuff like Valerian and the City of 1,000.
I did not watch that.
Oh, Christ, it's terrible.
It's got Dean DeHaan, and I'm not really a big fan.
Is he the main guy?
Yeah.
Oh, is that his name?
Yeah, that's his name, yeah.
I just called him Blue Eyes But No Emotion. It's just...
that's my problem with him.
That dude...
no emotion part.
That dude there is some woman wished upon her real doll and it came to life and became that dude.
Yeah.
Because he has nothing going on.
Yeah, and I kind of feel sorry for, what's her name? Cara Delevingne, I believe?
Well, she's also not very good. She was in Suicide Squad.
She was in Suicide.
She was the belly dancer girl. That girl can't act. I don't know why you feel bad for her.
Well, I've heard good things about her new show with Orlando Bloom.
She's in a show with... Oh, God, yeah. Carnival Row, something like that?
I don't know. I don't know what it's called, but I know that they're together, and apparently people are saying that she does a really good job in that show.
I've seen the trailer, and the only thing I got away with it is that apparently Orlando Bloom fucked a fairy.
All right.
I'm like...
That's going on my list.
Like, okay.
I wanted to know.
Okay, Amazon. Sure. Whatever you say.
Whatever you say. No, the only Amazon show that I've enjoyed so far, at least, has been The Boys.
I didn't like The Boys very much. I have to be honest with you.
I'm a Snyder fan.
You are a Snyder fan, and it's very Snyder. Yeah, I saw a little bit of episode 1, and I'm like, this is not for me.
No, it's exactly what Snyder wanted to do.
I mean, the show from Amazon that I've watched, and I'm currently kind of watching, is Mozart in the Jungle. Yeah, which gets a lot of flack, but I mean, I quite enjoy it. It is kind of a good balance between humor, it's got some dramatic intrigue, but it's also a world I don't know a lot about. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Because I'm used to seeing that stuff in like a cop show, and I'm like, I've seen cop shows. Inside a Philharmonic Orchestra is a place I've never been. Okay, I'm engaged, and it's got Guy Garcia Bernal, who I actually really enjoy.
Oh, look at you saying his name.
Yeah. I wonder if I had motivation to do that. Yeah, we both...
No reaction.
No reaction,
No.
nothing. Yeah, sorry, my girlfriend is, number one, a orchestral flute player, and number two, Bolivian. So I'm being very careful with how I talk about, number one, classical music, and number two, how I pronounce Latin American names.
So another tangent, the 500 tangents to the side.
That wasn't 500 tangents. That was just one really, really big one.
Yeah, where we want to talk about Jackie Chan.
I love the fact
This
that...
movie does not star Jackie Chan.
No, it doesn't have Jackie Chan at all. Oh, mercy, we're 20 minutes in.
Of course we are.
Yeah, of course we are. It's fine. It's fine.
So let's break down the plot, shall we?
Well, this movie doesn't have Jackie Chan. It has Dennis Dunn. Who?
Excuse me?
Dennis Dunn.
Oh, yeah, okay. I thought you said dung.
No, Dennis Dunn.
Yeah,
dude.
alright, Dennis Dunn. Sorry, I'm in a bit of a weird mood today.
That's fine. I get it. You're out of quarantine. It's a happy place to be.
Yep.
No, I mean,
What
this
he
is... Yeah, again, this is kind of referencing those old Hong Kong movies. It's going for old classic Asian cinema in a lot of big ways. And it's really interesting because it is an American movie directed by John Carpenter.
Mm-hmm.
Starring, quote unquote, I'm going to put a big quote unquote on that, starring
Yeah.
Kurt Russell.
Yeah, because in this movie, similar to what people might have qualms or problems with Raiders of the Lost Ark,
Oh, yeah.
where they say, Harrison Ford or Indiana Jones, take him out of the movie, it's still the same events are going to take place. The
Yes.
conclusion is still the same. This is very much in that same vein where Kurt Russell doesn't really do anything in this movie. He's just there as a commentator, I guess.
No, the way it was put to me one time, and I think it's perfect, which is that because it is a journey where Kurt Russell, Dennis Dunn, and Kim Cattrall kind of go on this big mystic adventure, right? Mm-hmm. But the way it was put to me is that, yes, the camera is focused on Kurt Russell. It's Dennis Dunn's movie.
Yeah.
He is the hero. Kurt Russell is the sidekick. He is the comic... He is the Jack Sparrow of this movie. But he's...
Yeah,
front
that's
and
actually
center.
a really good way to put
Yeah,
it.
he's the front and center.
Sparrow of the movie.
But the film doesn't seem to realize that.
No,
You have Dennis Dunn, the Orlando Bloom of this, kind of actually doing all the big action, kind of pushing this plot forward, saving the day, and then, but like he's overdoing that in the corner, and you're just watching Kurt Russell lose a knife.
Always keep a knife.
Oh man, reflexes, man.
It's all in the reflex.
It's all in the reflexes. Oh god, this movie is so special.
So quotable.
This is John Carpenter at his John Carpenteriest.
Sure, I would have gone with a Thing, but this is definitely a close second.
This is
a
my
close
point.
second.
Because the Thing is restrained Carpenter. That's adult Carpenter.
Sure, yeah.
This is kid Carpenter.
Yeah, this is Carpenter fulfilling his
This is less Halloween. This is Dark Star, baby. This is him going really back to his roots.
All right.
Have you seen Dark Star
Nope.
yet? Dark Star is really funny. I recommend Dark Star.
I haven't seen a lot of his movies. I've only
Really?
seen the big ones, like the Halloween.
I think I've seen everything up to In the Mouth of Madness. I think after
I've seen that too.
I love that movie.
That's such a great movie. That movie gets so much hate. It's so good though.
It doesn't get quite as much hate as Memoirs of an Invisible Man, but that movie also more deserves it. Chevy Chase.
Yeah, no, have not seen it.
That movie's not great.
Yeah, no,
I've seen
I've seen the original Invisible Man.
Oh yeah,
And I saw the new one.
Oh, how's that one? I haven't watched that yet. Good.
Mm,
Ooh.
well, it's no. Don't get me wrong. It's good. The acting, great. A lot of the shots, really well done. Story, fine.
Right.
Serviceable. But for someone who's as ingrained in technology and how that works, and then the movie gets picked apart very easily. I'm just gonna put
it's
it that
one
way.
of those.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It's one of those. I thought about it too long. Damn it.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
In the moment, everything is great.
Yeah.
And then the minute you start thinking about it, it's like, ooh, all right.
Yeah. Okay.
Doesn't quite work.
That's fair enough. No, I can live with that. I might check that out then.
Yeah, but like I have nothing but praise for what's her name? Catherine Moss?
I have no idea. I didn't watch it.
Yeah, the main.
Is it Catherine Moss?
Yeah.
Is it Matrix chick? Is it Trinity?
No, is that her name?
I think that's Catherine Moss. Oh God,
It's another Moss, I think.
It's a Moss.
Yeah, it's a Moss.
Moss.
It's the girl from Handmaid's Tale.
Oh, her.
Yeah.
Right. Dude, can't remember her name. I haven't watched that show.
Is it Caitlin Moss?
Caitlin Moss.
Maybe.
Because that. Ooh. We're
No,
probably...
Carrie Ann Moss.
Carrie Ann Moss is
the Trinity.
is Trinity
Yeah, I
Girl.
think
Yes,
this is-
yeah. Thank God you said that, because I'm sitting here going, this is wrong, and I'm going to get a lot of hate for it.
Yeah. No,
Oh, shit. I misremembered who's in the Matrix. Please don't hurt me.
you only need to know, like, 4 names. It's really all you need to know. Everyone forgets about the guy who played Cypher, even though he's a bigger actor.
Yeah, that's Joe Pantian Lone. I can never pronounce his name.
I don't even try.
I really
can't.
struggle
I'm
with
not
that
even
name.
gonna try that. But you should watch another one of his movies that he directed and acted in, and I believe also was involved in the writing process at some point. I think it's called My Friend the Robot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
It's on YouTube.
My Friend the Robot. Okay,
Yeah.
you do. I'll do that. You can watch Robot and Frank.
Sure.
Great movie.
Okay.
Man, we really. I mean, it's not like we're rusty. This isn't like we're out of shape. We're just really just like we haven't seen each other really properly for a while, so this is just us hanging out on air now.
I mean, that's why we do the show.
That's why we do it anyway. Yeah,
this is just an excuse.
I'll be
for us to
entirely
talk
honest.
movies.
If you're listening to this, you're the excuse.
Yeah, this is just an excuse for us to talk movies.
Yeah, it's just us for the chat. Anyway, Kurt Russell, and this is Kurt.
We're back to the plot. Yes,
We're trying. I'm sorry. I got Victor Wong looking at me from an IMDb photo with lightning between his hands, going all Emperor Palpatine, and I'm like, okay, movie, I'm with you.
Do you believe in magic?
Now, Mr. Shen.
No, Mr. Shen.
Yeah, that's how the movie opens, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's him
it's
in
a
this
lawyer.
lawyer's office.
Yeah, which is such a strange opening.
Now, Mr. Shen, if I'm going to represent you...
Oh my god, he's like, no, don't. And then
Yeah,
they bring up Jack
okay.
Burton. He's like, no, he saved us. And not really, he wasn't involved.
Yeah, okay, here's where we're going to get... I'm going to get this out of the way very early. There are going to be some bad impersonations during this. We are not making fun of anyone's accent. We are making fun of vocal performances. Because, I'm sorry, James Hong doing, David Lopan.
David Lopan.
David Lopan. That's a voice we need to bring up.
Yes.
We are not making fun of an Asian voice. We're making fun of this performance.
This performance. Yeah, because he doesn't sound like this.
No, I mean...
Yeah, no, David Hong, James Hong.
James Hong.
Got it mixed with his actual and the name of the movie. So James Hong, very famous. He's in a lot of movies. His IMDb page,
so many screen credits.
his IMDb page is just, what is it, like 100?
Oh, it's way. I think it's more than that. I think he's at like 200. Let me see.
Yeah, super famous guy.
439 acting credits.
Of course. I mean, like,
Wow.
this guy's a legend.
Oh, he truly is. And you would recognize him. I mean, this guy shows up, you know who you're talking
If you've
about.
seen, like, 3 movies in your life, you've seen one with him in it.
Yeah, oh no, completely.
Yeah.
I mean, he's in half the great stuff on every nerd list. I mean, he's in Blade Runner, he's in this, he's just everywhere.
He's everywhere. And so yeah, he doesn't actually sound like he does in the movie. That's just a vocal performance that he puts on, and it's hilarious.
Oh, it's so funny. Okay, so we're trying here. It's so hard to get started.
I'm brushing all the tangents to the side right now. I'm brushing. There's so many now. I have to brush them away.
I'm starting to grind them up and using them as cement for the rest of this podcast.
Still working on that foundation? Right?
Oh, no. Those foundations are done, baby. We're being mortar and stone now.
Ooh.
We're building ourselves a property.
All right.
Jesus. So, you got Kurt Russell, Kim Cattrall, Dennis Dunn, and again, it's this thing where we start in the lawyer's office, it's kind of a cold open, and one of the first things on the table John Carpenter is showing us is kind of like, okay, magic is real.
In this world.
In this world, we have magic.
Yeah, and it's only... So, the lawyer, like us, the viewer, no magic.
Nope.
Yeah.
There's magic? What?
Yeah. And then this person just says, do you believe in magic? Opens his hands from side to side.
I don't know. I'm sorry. This is after the lawyer has said, Mr. Shen, an entire city block went up in green flames.
That's true. He did say that.
And I'm thinking to myself, I'm sorry, are you working with the Ghostbusters?
Yes. I would have also been a little suspect if I saw green explosion.
Green fire happens, you know what? I'm calling somebody.
This is not Game of Thrones.
No.
This is not Wildfire.
This is something else.
This is something else.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's the thing to get out of the way here as well. Yes, this movie does have a lot of, like, Asian mysticism going on, but I don't feel it's insulting because it is very much making fun of the type of movie that also has this.
Yeah. No, you can definitely categorize this as a parody.
Oh yeah, it's very, very parody.
Even though this was, like for yourself as well.
Yep.
My introduction to
that type of movie.
Movie. So
it's a little bit like watching Spaceballs before you watch Star Wars.
Yes, that's a good way to put it.
It's like, okay.
Yeah. Or Naked Gun before you watch any
cop movie.
Cop movie.
Yeah, can you imagine having done that? Watch Naked Gun before you watch, like, Lethal Weapon?
Oh my god. That
must
movie
be so weird.
The movie would have completely different context.
Yeah. Hey, is that, The Juice?
The Juice? Excuse me? I don't remember that movie.
Who is it?
I remember the third movie way more than the first two.
White Bronco. What's his name again? Murdered his wife.
O.J. Simpson.
O.J.'s in that.
Yeah.
O.J.
Yeah, O.J. That
I wanted to say J.O., but John Oliver's not in that movie.
No.
O.J.'s in that movie. It's kind of like, okay.
It was a different time.
Hello, times have changed.
Yeah. If you like Naked Gun, you should watch the TV show that inspired it. Well, actually...
Oh, yeah, I've heard of this.
It didn't even inspire it. Naked Gun is a follow-up to those 6 episodes.
Police
Squad, yeah.
Police Squad. Yeah. I've heard of, never watched.
Yeah, because the first Naked Gun, it's Naked Gun Stories from the Police Squad or something like that. The subtitle.
Yeah, fair enough.
Or Cases from the Police Squad or something like that.
Yeah, clever.
Yeah, so it had a very short run. It was only 6 episodes.
Yeah, and then 2 movies later, he's beating up Saddam Hussein.
And Naked Gun 33
and 1/3. Yeah, that's the one. It's like, okay.
Yep.
Yet again, how times have changed.
Yep. Speaking of parodies, though, Hot Shots.
Hey,
that's another one where they beat up Saddam
they really
Hussein.
did that. Well, he has the dog face. So weird.
Hot Shots 2 is the one.
Yeah.
Part 2.
Man, that's really funny.
Yeah, I mean...
It takes apart Rambo so well.
Yeah, I know. Like, I'm not a huge Charlie Sheen fan.
No, neither am I.
Well, I'm a fan of his craziness, I guess. I like the memes that come out of...
I am a fan of his news coverage.
Sure, yeah.
Back when that was happening.
Exactly. He's winning.
Oh, Tiger Blood, baby.
Tiger Blood. Oh. Yeah, that was a whole thing. Anyway, him and those two roles.
Yeah.
It's just,
pretty good.
It's gold.
He's funny.
Yeah, it's gold.
Nah, he's a funny dude. Was a funny dude.
Was, yeah.
Yeah. I think we've got past scene 1, maybe. I don't know.
We haven't even gotten to Jack Burton yet.
No, we're not. We're not there. Okay, anyway, so let's just get on with it.
So the lawyer scene gets done. The lawyer sees magic.
And then we are introduced to the Pork Chop Express.
Haulin' ass.
And it's Jack Burton.
Jack Burton.
Played by Kurt Russell at the height of his power. This is power mullet 80s Burton.
Yes.
This is about as awesome as he got.
Russell.
Yeah, Russell.
You did the same mistake that I did.
Yeah. It's hard not to when you have those names in front of you.
Yeah.
No, Kurt Russell, who is... I love him in this.
Oh my god. Yes.
And we talked about it when we watched it too, because we actually watched this one together. Finally, we don't get to do that as often.
No, not anymore.
But no, I mean, he really was in a position where he could have gone full action star. He was in the same kind of area as Stallone. He was in the same area as Schwarzenegger, kind of. He was a high-grade action star. He's the only one who could have done this movie.
Yeah, because we mentioned it when we did our Demolition Man episode, where Stallone doesn't really know what kind of movie he's in.
No, he's an egomaniac. He's the star of the movie.
Yeah. Phoenix! But here, you know, Kurt Russell, he knows exactly what
Kurt Russell's in on the joke.
Yeah, he's in on the joke.
He gets it.
And he's not so self-obsessed to where he, gets hurt.
Oh, good grief. He takes a pounding in this movie. Yeah. He is so willing to just get down and take it for the team. He's just...
Yeah.
And it's what makes the movie work. If he had been at all self-conscious, this role, it wouldn't have worked.
Or serious.
Yeah.
This role would not have worked. He
needs to be silly as sin in this, and it works like a charm.
And it really shows how good of an actor he is, because he's able to do that while still maintain the veneer of professionalism.
Oh, yeah. No, completely. He's like, he maintains that air of competency, even though when it's clearly fake.
Yeah, it's all in the reflex.
It's all in there. I don't know. My favorite one, I'll get to it, but what, first time you ever plugged somebody?
Yeah. And then he looks back and says, whoa.
Yeah, no. But no, okay, so, and his introduction is amazing, because it's him eating this hoagie while driving down the highway in the rain, And you know what old Jack Burton says?
Yeah, talking into the radio.
I think I remember. I think I actually remember the bit too. You know what old Jack Burton says? Was an 8-foot tall piece of trouble slams your favorite head up against a barroom wall and says, "Hey Jack, have you paid your dues?" You do what old Jack Burton always does. You look that man right dead in the eye and you say, "Yes, sir. Check's in the mail."
Jesus Christ, you remembered it. That's really good. That's
love this movie.
That's good. That's good.
I have watched this movie too many times.
It's a great
I
movie.
own this movie on DVD.
Yeah, back in those days.
Oh yeah, I watched it on my PlayStation 2. Oh, it's so great. No, but his character is amazing because he is this larger-than-life American hero kind of thing. I mean, I'll be honest with you. I'm trying to remember when it came out. It might just be a straight-up parody of Over the Top with Stallone.
Yeah, sure.
It's a similar look. It's a similar job. It's a trucker.
Yeah, no. I mean, I'm what I'm guessing is it's a parody of. So it's obviously a parody of Hong Kong action movies.
Oh yeah, completely.
And it's parodying. Jack Burton is parodying all the like action stars of the time.
Oh yeah, he is making fun of his group like it's nobody's business.
Because before this, I think it was before this because it was like late 70s or early 80s. I think 81 maybe when
Escape from New York.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Snake Plissken.
Snake Plissken. There he plays it 100%.
Oh yeah,
straight.
no, there he is the action hero.
Yeah. And here it's just such a huge variation.
Yeah, I mean, because he went on to do like Tango and Cash. I mean, he has done action hero stuff.
Tango and Cash, where again, Stallone thinks he's in a different movie.
I don't know what Stallone is doing in that movie, but I gotta be honest.
But it works though.
It does kind of work, mainly because
of Kurt Russell.
I mean, there's a moment where they're in a prison shower and Kurt Russell just goes, "Yeah, whatever you say, Pee Wee."
I was thinking of the same scene.
Stallone just like, "Hey, what are you doing?" And Kurt Russell's like, "I'm reaching for the soap."
Jesus.
I love that movie.
I love
it's so great. I mean, this is Kurt Russell's. I'm not going to say it's Kurt Russell's movie because it clearly isn't. But this is about as much fun as you can have with Kurt Russell. He is. I love him in this. I don't care if he's being like beat up. It's fun. I love this guy.
And I also love, like, even in his later movies, like now recently, because he's gotten a bit of another resurgence.
He has. He's
decade.
been doing well for himself.
Yeah, the last decade we saw him do a little bit more, and he's still that same lovable guy.
Oh yeah, no.
Even when he was doing, I think it was Bone Tomahawk, right? That was him.
Oh my god.
Even in that brutal movie.
Oh, it's so good.
He's still a lovable guy.
I mean, I gotta be honest with you, I don't think you'd seen it because I mentioned it before, but Christmas Chronicle, where he plays Santa.
Yeah, no, I haven't seen it.
It rocks. It's so great. And he is mainly, it's all him. The kids are forgettable. It's a silly, stupid Santa story. But I'm sorry, Kurt Russell in a jail cell suddenly starts singing a blues song using Christmas magic, and Steve Van Zandt is on guitar. Yeah, damn right I'm there for it.
Excuse me?
Oh yeah, that happens.
Right. Okay, so I'll watch that. You can watch Christmas Prince.
Christmas Prince?
The first and the second one.
What are these? What is that?
Just watch it.
Christmas Prince.
Or watch something about it. That's funny. It's good stuff.
Is that something like Princess Bride? No.
No. It's what Princess Bride is making fun of.
Oh.
Yeah.
What am I thinking? The one with Anne Hathaway. She did a thing. Princess something.
Oh, yeah.
Princess Diaries? No.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, Princess Diaries.
Actually wasn't a terrible movie. I watched that with my sister.
I remember watching the first one. I know that there's a second one.
I mean, I have seen some terrible movies with my sister when she was younger. Let's be honest. I have seen the entire collection of the 3D animated Barbies movies.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah. Barbie's Mermaid Island. I was there.
Yeah,
And I smiled, too, because she was 12 years younger than me, and I wasn't going to make her cry.
Okay. That's really kind of you.
Little 4-year-old sister just sitting there going, "You're liking the movie?" And I'm like, "Yes, I am." I don't know. Worst moment. This is an actual thing that happened. I swear this is true.
Okay.
All right. It's my sister's 5-year and 5th birthday. Me, 9 5-year-olds, all of us sitting on the floor in our pajamas with little things of popcorn. Guess what's on? It's High School Musical, baby.
Yeah.
The things you do for family.
I don't envy you. But I respect you. I respect you a lot more.
I gotta tell you, it's really weird remembering that and then realizing the career trajectory of Zac Efron.
Yeah.
That's been so odd.
Well, he did the male equivalent of what like Miley Cyrus did.
Yeah, no, it's true. Well,
where-
I think he's done a better job than she did.
Sure. But like trying desperately to get out of that teen heartthrob, whatever.
Admittedly, Miley Cyrus never played Ted Bundy.
That's true. She did twerk on stage, though.
Oh, she did a lot of things.
Well, she attempted to twerk.
I don't know what she did.
I don't know what you would call that, really. It was just...
A spasm?
Yeah, that's what it was. It was bent over
seizure.
spasm.
A seizure.
That's what it looked like.
A tight clothing seizure.
Yeah. So, yeah, she did that. And then she did do Wrecking Ball also.
Yeah, that happened. I remember that. That was a meme.
Yeah, I mean, song, fine. It's not bad, but...
Yeah, but that's entirely her music career, pretty much, for me. It's kind of like,
Yeah, that's true.
It's a noise.
And it's really a shame because she actually can sing.
She can sing, but she just chose not to.
She chooses not to, just like how, if you watch like old footage of Britney Spears when she was like 9 years old, she had a freaking amazing voice.
Justin Bieber, early days of Justin Bieber had a singing voice.
Yeah, now,
he never learned how
he just lip syncs.
Now I don't know what he's doing.
He lip syncs, and then he goes on like acoustic sessions, and then he complains that he doesn't want auto-tune. And then there's clearly auto-tune on his voice.
No, my best one for him is when he is doing Despacito live, and you clearly hear him saying, like, burrito.
Yeah, because he doesn't know the Spanish part.
He doesn't know the Spanish part. No, he does not. He needs, what's that guy named? Daddy Donkey or something like that.
Daddy Donkey?
Daddy
Yankee.
Yankee. That's
Daddy Donkey.
Oh, I am so out of touch.
That's great, man.
Daddy Donkey. Nice. Daddy Yankee. Yeah.
Dude, you just had like half of Latin America just slaughter you right now.
Yeah, but they don't live with me. One of them does. Oh, I'm in trouble.
Yeah, Daddy Yankee.
Daddy Yankee. Anyway.
Or someone like that, like Don Omar or someone. I don't know.
And please, if you're listening, don't take the fact that we can't stay on topic as a reflection on this movie.
Yeah, no, the
movie's great.
Highly recommend this movie. We love this movie.
That's what we're doing. We're distracting people so they'll give up and go watch the movie.
Yeah, that's exactly
it's a strategy.
Because we shouldn't really talk too much about the plot.
Kinda shouldn't.
Yeah, because there's a lot of in the same vein as Parasite, where we refrained from talking about at least half of the plot.
Yeah, I think we can do the same thing here because it is about the midpoint where there is a shift.
There's a definite shift.
There's a shift. Yeah, I don't even know really.
No,
I mean here's kind of the.
We might give hints.
Yeah, let's put it this way. Here's the movement of the story: is that we have Kurt Russell, Jack Burton, typical male hero. Ha ha.
He makes a delivery in his truck.
Makes a delivery. Dennis Dunn is there. They're apparently pals.
Yeah, they gamble.
There's chickens involved. There's dice. There's a game I don't know how to play.
Yeah, it seems to be just throwing.
And they apparently gamble through the night.
Yeah,
because we meet them back again in the morning.
And they still haven't lost all their money yet.
No, well, everyone kind of has, except Russell, who's apparently been racking it in.
Yeah.
And
as you do.
As you do. It's all in the reflexes.
All in the reflexes, but yeah.
Yeah, and Dennis Dunn ends up owing him money because there's a thing with a bottle. He's gonna cut a beer bottle in half with a machete.
Yeah, he does like a double or nothing kind of thing. Yeah,
because Burton's taken all his money. Yeah, and apparently Dunn needs all this money because he's gonna go meet his new bride.
Yeah, it's practically a mail-in.
It's a mail-in that he knew.
It's a mail order bride. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, no, they grew up together. He's promised he'd bring her to America. He came. He owns a restaurant now.
Yeah, they haven't seen each other in years
apparently. Yeah.
So
he double or nothing. Yeah, Jack puts a knife in the table, which is one way to end a conversation. Yeah. I love the fact that he does that, and all Kurt Russell says is, "Are things about to get ugly, Wang?"
It's so laid back.
He has this wonderful. He's kind of like. Here I thought we were just a couple of pals.
Yeah, and then you have to go and pull a knife out.
Yeah, pull a machete out in the middle of the...
he sounds almost disappointed. He's not even afraid or anything.
Where did you hide it?
Oh, I know one place.
A machete? Dennis Dunn is a tiny man.
Well, never underestimate the size, my friend.
Ooh, okay. I don't know where to go with that, Abdul. I'm sorry. I know I should just play along, but really, no.
Where is my hand now? Whoops.
You're breaking quarantine. Oh, God.
I'm sorry.
Let's be entirely honest. This movie here was made with snow on the ground, baby.
That's true.
Stephen King could have been on this production.
Yep.
But Dennis Dunn, and he doesn't split the bottle, which he later says is because his chi is going north and south. He's all out of whack. I love this wonderful blend of Americanism and Asian mysticism.
Yeah.
There's a bit later that's just fantastic for it, because it's just but they have this great repartee.
Oh yeah, you almost forgot what we keep quoting.
Yeah,
it's all in the reflexes.
When
he tries to
split the bottle,
the bottle goes flying to Kurt Russell's face, and he grabs it with his hand.
Yeah,
right before it hits him.
And there's this wonderful moment. I don't know if you've seen it on the on the blooper reel for Guardians of the Galaxy. Mm-hmm. Have you seen on Guardians of the Galaxy 2? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Nope.
Kurt Russell's in that movie, right?
Yeah.
And there is a camera pull-in. So there's a hanging camera on a dolly, and it's clearly supposed to go like zoom in or move in on Kurt Russell. Mm-hmm. And you can clearly tell someone wasn't in charge, because this thing gets within a 0.5 millimeter of his face. So you have this camera shot, and it is almost up his nose.
Okay.
And it is moving at speed. And Kurt Russell keeps this like acting look at camera like he's supposed to in the film. Mm-hmm. Right up until the camera stops, and then he just hears cut. His breath is fogging this lens.
Wow.
And then he just turns and goes, "That was close."
Oh my god.
Kurt Russell
legend
is just made of steel. And it's very much that thing where he catches this bottle, he has a 0.5 second, oh shit! And then he just, see, Wang? It's all in the reflexes.
It's all in the reflexes.
He's just like super chill. Yeah. It's like, okay.
He was just playing himself, I guess, in this movie.
Yeah, this is not a performance. This is Kurt Russell as Kurt Russell.
The lovable goof that he is.
Putting up his little cowboy boots on tables. Yeah. That's what he's doing, baby.
And that huge military knife that he keeps with him at all time.
Yeah, him in a bathrobe later is amazing.
Oh, yeah, the kimono.
Yeah, it's awesome.
And the eyeliner. Oh,
so,
my God. There's this movie does so much.
Dennis Dunn needs to go collect his wife, or his wife-to-be, from the airport, and Kurt Russell takes him in his truck because now Dennis Dunn owes him money.
Yeah. And he's like, I'm not letting you out of my sight because you owe me money.
Yeah.
And he told him, let me just get my wife, and then when we go to the restaurant, I'll pay you back.
Yeah. All right. So that's the movement thus far. Mm-hmm. And then we meet Kim Cattrall of Sex and the City fame.
True. Yeah.
She's kind of like, I don't really think of anything else she's been in.
I'm looking at the wrong person.
Gracie Law. So, what else has she been in?
Which is funny, considering that she is a lawyer in this movie. Or no, she's a reporter.
No, she's a lawyer. Her friend, the one
her friend's a reporter.
Yeah.
That's true.
Oh my god. Star Trek IV, The Undiscovered Country. No.
There are movies about Sex in the City?
Oh, yes, there are.
Why, though?
Oh, there absolutely are. There are 2 of them.
Yeah, that's what I noticed. I saw the 2 number. I was like, why, though?
Oh, that's the thing. They go to Dubai, apparently.
But you already have a TV show. You could just add episodes.
You could, but the show got like there, and there's a movie there, and there's a movie there. It's like it's a thing. I don't know. I've never watched 1 episode. I've seen 1 clip, maybe.
She has 94 actor credits.
I don't believe that. I think IMDb is lying. But anyway, she's actually really good in this, mainly because she's in a different movie. Yeah. She's in like a noir film.
She's in a noir, but also so she's playing both the hysterical like damsel, but also the badass lawyer / reporter in those movies.
Oh, no. Okay, I got it.
That busts in doors.
I got it. She's 2-part. She is part Dick Tracy, part Daphne from Scooby-Doo.
Yeah, there you go.
Because when she talks, she sounds like a radio play. Don't worry, everybody. It's just me, Gracie Law.
Yeah.
It's like, All right, Gracie. And no one else in the movie talks like this.
No.
It's kind of like, I'm sorry, the casting audition for Dick Tracy aren't that way.
Yeah, like, see? It's just like two lines from, see?
She is so close.
So I went to that bar, see?
We have our best man on the job. But her comedic timing is amazing. She really hits some of those beats.
Does a great job. Everyone does a really good job.
Oh, yeah. And everyone's trying. Nobody's phoning this one in.
No one's
no matter how silly the makeup they're in.
And thankfully, everyone is well aware of what kind of movie this is.
Oh, yes, they are.
Yeah, that's because that was the disconnect in Demolition Man, and that's part of what makes Demolition Man so good.
Yeah,
there is that disconnect, but here there isn't.
Everybody's on board.
Everyone's in on the joke.
Yeah, no, I got to give them full credit because this is a silly project to make in 1985. There's money behind this movie.
Yeah, it's pretty sure it's considered a pretty high budget for the time.
I'm gonna try and see if I can find it here because I'm really
25 million. That's
25 million. Jesus, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
For 85, that's not bad at all.
Bombed.
Yeah. Wow. So it didn't gross anything outside the U.S. Really?
Nope.
No, that doesn't make any sense.
I'm sure they didn't count it. I don't know.
Yeah, because
box office on IMDb is always a bit questionable.
Yeah, because you have to go to boxoffice.com. That's where you get the real numbers.
Yes, the real numbers. Sure.
Exactly. Wink, wink.
Wink, wink. Knock, knock.
Wonk, wink, wonk.
I'm sorry, the Netflix numbers are where? But...
I'm blinking with both eyes.
Yeah, blinking with both eyes. Just kind of like Netflix when they're trying to tell you what their viewing numbers are.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, those guys are hiding it.
Well, because they consider, even if you just turn it on and then immediately turn it off, that's a view.
That's a view. Yeah, we got your download.
Even YouTube doesn't do that.
Nope.
YouTube is like, nope, you have to finish the video.
Yeah, YouTube. When you have less morals than YouTube.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
Then again, Netflix has never interrupted me mid-episode with an ad for some
you
kind
do
of...
pay for it, though.
That is true. No,
YouTube does have a paid equivalent.
Yes, it also has ad blocker. So, moving on.
Well, I'm going to refrain from that conversation.
Oh, mercy, we're almost an hour in and we're really struggling here, baby.
Well, we're almost reached the halfway point where we stop.
We're good, we're fine, we're happy.
So they get the wife gets ambushed.
Well, there's this weird thing where there are Asian gang members there who look like, I swear to God, the sunglasses one of these guys is wearing, the bug eyes. Mm-hmm. It is so 80s, it hurts.
I mean... Most of this movie is incredibly 80s. The low-hanging tank top that Kurt Russell wears, that's incredibly 80s.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Here's how weird this movie is when it comes to looks and genres, right? We have seen Kurt Russell. He's wearing a fantastic tank top and a trucker shirt with his trucker hat. Dennis Dunn is actually dressed wonderfully. Dennis Dunn is wearing a trilby and a scarf at the beginning of this, which is awesome.
Yeah, and he's wearing a denim, if I'm not mistaken.
And then we are at this airport, and we cut to these Asian gang members, and all I can hear in my head is, because I'm bad, I'm bad. Shimona, Shimon. They look like they're from a music video of that era. They don't look like they're in the same movie.
No.
And then they come up and kidnap this woman with green eyes. Yeah. That becomes relevant.
Yeah, and they really focus in on those eyes. They make you well aware of it before they even mention it.
Oh yeah, it's kind of like, hey guys, have you noticed? We paid for contacts.
Yeah. Well, either that or they just got the only Asian woman with the green eyes.
Yeah, that's not us. That's the movie talking.
That's the movie.
According to the movie, there is one Asian woman in 2,000 years born, one Chinese woman in 2,000 years born with green eyes. Whatever you say, James Hong.
Yeah. Don't ask me why later on Gracie Law is also considered part of this, but you know.
Because he can marry two! Oh my god.
Fucking Lopad.
Lopad is the greatest.
Alright, so then on the way back.
Oh, mercy.
So they're chasing them, right?
Yeah.
And there's a high-speed chase. And they drive all the way back.
There's a high-speed chase between what looks like a knockoff Ferrari and a truck.
Yeah, and then Gracie Law is also there for some reason.
Yeah, Gracie Law was there to collect some other woman from the airport. It seemed like happenstance.
Reporter, right?
No, not the reporter. It's just random Asian chick who's getting off the same plane. She
Another
shows up.
one?
Yeah, she shows up later in the movie. She's like in the apartment.
That's true.
I'm making
this
sure.
Is this random woman. You're absolutely right.
What does she say? I'm making sure that her civil rights are protected.
Yeah,
or something like that.
Something really out of the blue.
Okay.
If you say so.
Are you relevant to this story? Nope.
Why?
Why are you here? Who knows?
Yeah.
But it's great. And they follow them into Chinatown. We have a wonderful little moment with Egg Shen, who is played by... I should know this man's name because he is in so many movies. Victor Wong.
Yeah.
Victor Wong, who's also one of these... He's like James Hong. He's one of these guys who's just all over the shop.
Yeah, especially in the 80s. He's in a lot of 80s.
A lot of 80s.
Yeah.
And usually the wise old man character, but
Yeah.
slightly silly.
Because he's got that, what do you call that? That Karate Kid.
Yeah, he's got that look. He's got a
Yeah.
feel to him. He's got a wonky eye like he's Peter Falk.
Yeah.
He's Asian Peter Falk.
Asian. That's exactly what I was going to go. Yeah, Asian Peter Falk.
Peter Falk. And he plays that really well.
Yeah, because Princess Bride.
Completely. But Victor Wong is running a tour bus?
Yeah.
The shittiest tour bus in human history?
And it's a double-decker.
It's a double-decker, but when you cut inside, these Midwestern Ohio assholes, these overweight people with their little, like, scroll, these little, like, Polaroid camera things, it's awesome.
No one really remembers those, do they?
I do. I remember.
I do as well.
I'm like, hello, childhood. I sat on buses with people like you.
Where you take a picture, and it's not even instant flash. You have to
wait
for the flash.
Wait for the flash, and then you have to use the little scroll button thing.
Yeah, to like change film, or not change film, but to scroll to the next film.
I saw an actual digital camera with something like that installed to select modes recently, and I'm like, that's adorable.
That's a nice blast from the
past. That's a nice
kind of
little touch. But yeah, these old people almost get murdered by a truck, which is great.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, Lopan does sort of get murdered by a truck.
Yeah, that happens a little bit later after the gang war.
Yeah, which is very West Side Story-esque.
Yeah, the West Side Story, but with more murder and a funeral.
Yeah, there's a random funeral.
There's a random funeral happening, but everyone came dressed for a fight.
Yeah, yep.
Okay, sure.
And this whole time, Kurt Russell's just looking like, whoa, what's going on?
No, that's the best part. Kurt Russell is sitting there with a knife in his hand, doing nothing.
Yeah, it's just in the truck with a knife. Like,
just kind of like, he's like, I'm ready to go. And then his son is like, don't move.
Yeah, and you have these two factions just warring it out.
Yeah, it's kind of like, if you don't move, the Asian gangs can't see you.
They're kind of like raptors that way.
No, T-Rexes.
T-Rexes, sorry.
Oh, man, it's funny.
Raptors are the clever girls.
They're the clever girl. Which is kind of what happens to Lopan at this. See, Lopan is kind of like turns around and there's a car coming at him. He's kind of like, clever girl.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
So all of a sudden Lopan appears from smoke. Green smoke, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, and let me tell you, you think Christopher Lee playing Fu Manchu, yes, that happened, was a bad look? Holy Mary, James Hong in this thing.
I would say it's a wonderful look.
It's such a great... It
is a memorable look,
for
sure.
Such a memorable... He looks like he's straight out of a goddamn fairy tale book.
Yeah.
He has such a look. It's this huge hat.
The makeup is absolutely
He is like 8 foot tall when he's in like demon mode. Because
he's not a very tall guy in real life.
But in this thing,
they try to make it seem like he's really tall.
He has a big flowing robe because there's a box under there.
Yeah, with wheels on them.
Because later on, you see James Hong in like old man makeup, and he's this tiny little dude, and that's the size of James Hong. And when he's wearing this thing, he's got the shoulder pads to 11. He's on a bread box. It's amazing.
It's a sight to behold, that's for sure.
And when he does his attack, so he gets run over by a truck.
And he's just smiling while he gets run over.
With this huge mustache. And Google image this dude. We can't do it justice. And then Kurt Russell kind of gets out and goes, and then Lopan goes, and he makes a cat noise. And there's light coming out of his eyes and his mouth.
Yeah, and it completely blinds everyone.
Yep.
Everyone's like freaked out. And they jump through a window or something.
They jump like a basement window thing. Yeah. And then they escape through, I don't know what it is, a really long pizza oven, it looks like.
Yeah, but they have the girl. And so now
the girl is gone.
Go. Yeah, and
the girl and the truck is gone.
Yeah, that too.
They steal his truck.
And that's his motivation.
Yeah, no.
Pork Chop Express.
Him trying to claim the insurance on that on the phone in a kimono while exposition is happening is great.
So good.
So we're cutting to Dennis Dunn getting the lowdown about what's happening. It's kind of like, oh yeah, no, Lo Pan, he is beyond time and space. He is a demon of ancient kind. Cut to, I don't know what my policy number is. I left it in the glove compartment. It's like, oh, Kurt,
Oh, man.
baby, you special creature, you.
Oh, this whole movie has so many great moments like that.
Oh
The
no,
eyeliner, man. The eyeliner.
the eyeliner is
It's so
it's
good.
out of control. It's just
So
everywhere.
good.
Yeah, and we're not talking about Lo Pan right now.
No, we're talking about Kurt Russell.
Kurt Russell's, the makeup department forgot he wasn't supposed to be doing something special here.
Yeah.
Because that mullet is perfectly coiffed and he is eyeliner to 11. He looks fantastic.
Oh, man.
He looks like he's on the stage
Fabulous.
production of Big Trouble in Little China.
Yeah. He certainly acts like it.
Oh yeah, he really does.
Very
It's
bombastic.
out of control. Yeah, I think that's the thing. Kurt Russell and Kim Cattrall are in the same movie, and it's nowhere near this movie.
No. Well, they're both in separate movies.
They're both in separate
That's
movies.
not this movie.
No.
He's in some kind of weird truck driver.
I don't know.
Like Joyride
I think Kurt
ads.
Russell's in Over the Top.
Yeah.
Mixed with Some Like It Hot, apparently.
Yes.
Oh, I'm going classic, baby.
Or What Women Want.
Or What Women Want. Actually, if you wanted to see what Kurt Russell would look like in Some Like It Hot, just watch Tango and Cash.
True.
I forgot about that, but he
scene.
goes full whatever the hell in that scene.
Yeah.
Great legs.
For audio listeners, because we only do audio.
Oh yeah.
I gave him a look.
He gave me a look, and I took it with pride. So
Jesus Christ. This sounds so bad.
it surely does. But then again, we're talking about Asian mysticism, lightning things. So
Yeah, so
we haven't even got to the neon dungeon. But
yeah, so should we just do like a best of kind of scene?
I mean, this is the thing,
because we've gone way too long now.
we're way out of control on this episode, baby. Oh mercy! But it's great. I mean, here's the thing, though. Every little bit of this movie works, no matter how silly it gets, and it gets. What we've talked about so far is nothing.
That's the tame part of the movie.
That's
the introduction.
This is not when it's gone out of control. We haven't hit the switch yet.
No.
We haven't jumped off the cliff of insanity. Because boy,
Which
oh boy.
happens not too long after.
Oh, I don't know.
And it keeps diving.
Oh yeah, no. We get on an elevator at one point, and we are all in circles of hell, baby. We are really going in there. Because no. Actually, this is kind of where we start. Because we're in this fight, and this is when the storms arrive.
Oh yeah, that's true. I forgot about that.
Wow.
Forgot to mention that.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
These
the
dudes.
three storms.
Yeah. Okay. Because
Immaculate.
there are three dudes, and it's
Well, there's two, and then they just forgot about the third one.
no, he's kind of there.
He's in the background.
He's kind of there. Special feature credit.
Yeah.
There is Peter Kwong, James Pax, but best of all is Carter Wong as Thunder. Carter Wong is number one, a muscly dude.
He's a beefy guy.
He's a beefcake.
He's real swole.
He's huge in this movie, and him wearing a suit later is sweet. But him cosplaying
true.
Raiden is amazing.
Yeah,
Because they all look like they are cosplaying Raiden.
They're all wearing the Raiden outfit
They're all wearing the Raiden
from
outfit.
Mortal Kombat.
Yes.
And if you haven't seen it, watch it.
Oh
Please.
yeah, please.
Also the second one.
Oh,
Annihilation.
really? We're recommending the second one?
I'm recommending
I'm
the
not
second
entirely
one.
sure we can legally do that anymore. That might be considered a war crime.
Holy shit. We just broke the Geneva Convention.
We recommended
Mortal
Mortal Kombat
Kombat
Annihilation. The one where none of the original cast came back.
Except for the guy who plays...
Oh yeah, the top
Lou-
dude. Mr. Can't Act.
yeah, the guy who does the... What is it? Liu Kang.
Liu
right?
Kang.
Yeah.
Yeah. He cannot act.
No. He's in so much stuff. He's in Beverly Hills Ninja.
He is in Beverly Hills Ninja.
With Chris
Oh,
Farley.
I forgot about that.
I love that movie. It's so good. Beverly Hills Ninja. I recommend that. If
Oh,
you
yeah,
haven't seen that, watch
oh,
that.
yeah.
Chris Farley.
Chris Farley.
What are the last movies he was in? If I'm not mistaken.
And that one it works because Liu Kang dude is playing straight man.
Yeah.
And that works. Him playing action hero, not so much.
Not great.
But who's doing? Because it's Christopher Lambert in the first one, who sounds like Peter Lorre on Speed.
Yeah.
And then you end up replacing him with what is that guy's name?
Wait, Liu Kang is the same guy who plays in Time Cop 2, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
It is Time Cop 2.
Yeah.
Wow, I forgot Time Cop 2 existed.
welcome to my world, where I watch Mortal Kombat Annihilation and Time Cop 2.
Or AKA the the hell of bad movies.
Yeah.
Because this movie here we're talking about has several hells, and they're really funny.
They're really funny.
The hell of being skinned alive. The hell of...
yep, the
hell of being hung upside down? Something like that? It's really weird.
I don't know. This movie is amazing, and it's all over the place. And there they are.
There they are with these amazing hats.
The right.
So Peter Kwong, James Paxton, and Carter Wong. They are Rain, Thunder, and Wind, I believe.
Yeah, you're right.
And you got these awesome over-the-top battle costumes that they're wearing with these Gurkha knives that they throw in sync. With this amazing, like, intershot of, like, flying knife. It's very old school Hong Kong. And
it's shot really
This
well.
is when the movie goes insane.
Yeah, because if it hasn't gone insane yet.
Oh, no. I think this is the thing. This is how this movie is. Some movies, you're traveling along the road, and you get to the end, and it's a journey. Some movies, at one point, usually near the end, you trip off the edge, and you fall into the abyss of insanity. Yeah. Here, very early on, you have fallen, and you go, ah! And you hit the ground and you're like, oh, I'm fine.
And then the ground falls again. the ground falls from under you again.
You're like, you're continually like, okay, we're here. This is the madness. And it's about halfway down. Phoenix!
Because, what else are you going to do while falling?
No pan! No, it's, oh my god, it's so crazy.
No pan!
No pan! Green eyes!
There are two!
We'll marry one!
Yeah, no, let's not spoil that.
Oh, mercy. Yeah, no, and this is the thing, because this is where the magic is heavy-handed, let's call it that one. Because these guys arrive by lightning elevator, whatever.
Yeah, because they actually hold on to
They're holding on to the lightning. It's
so funny.
Awesome. It is so cheesy. And they start taking out dudes left and right. This movie doesn't have any blood, really, but it has a lot of violence.
Yeah, and if can we double check? Because I was pretty sure that this was a PG-13 movie. And that's the reason why it doesn't have any blood.
Yeah, probably. I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, that was kind of the thing. As long as you didn't show red blood, you were kind of in the clear for the rating system back then.
But it's a PG-13. Yeah. But there's so much violence in this
movie. And it gets really brutal. I mean, I'm gonna see if I can find the guy's name here, because he deserves to be mentioned. He's probably not, but he is a dude who is also in Die Hard. He's the dude who eats the candy bars in the lower foot. He's one of the terrorists. He's the Asian dude with the bald head, and he's the Asian dude. Like, there's one Asian terrorist in Die Hard.
Yeah, but I'm gonna remember Die Hard.
Oh, what? Come on.
I've only seen the Die Hard movies once.
Okay, you're watching Die Hard with me and C. So,
again?
Oh, yeah. Oh, damn right you are, baby.
I've already seen Die Hard twice, because I've seen the first and second movie. It's the same movie.
No, first one's way better.
Except the second one is the same as the first one, except now it's in an airport.
No, the first one's way better. It's also got a lot of less nudity.
Yeah.
That second one opens with that dude doing, like, naked Tai Chi in a hotel room, and it's weird.
Yeah. I remember that really
it's kind of like, okay. That's okay movie.
That's, what's his name? It's,
he's also the dude who's in Hard to Kill.
Yeah.
Ooh, I can't remember his name. You can take that
so
to the
fit
blank.
in that movie, though.
Oh, yeah, he is beefy in that movie. Anyway, this dude is in here, and he is throwing people through windows. He is smashing skulls. There's knives involved. There's swords in this fight.
I'm sorry. All I can think of is Alan Rickman now. Ho, ho, ho.
Have you checked on Carl? But
my name is Alan Rickman.
You've heard the advice given on how to do an impression of him. No. Don't let your teeth touch when you're speaking. Mr. Takage.
Interesting.
I'm going to count to 3.
It sounds like you have a lisp.
Yeah, no, he kind of does in that movie.
I'm going to count to 3.
There will not be a 4. God, that movie rocks.
Yep.
Anyway,
more tangents to brush aside.
I don't think I can. In good conscience, call this episode "Big Trouble in Little China." I'm going to call it "The Tangent," aka featuring,
aka featuring
Big Trouble in Little China. Anyway,
or just David Lopan.
David Lopan, baby. Whee! But
Yes.
I think that's the thing, though. It's kind of like, I think this is as far as I almost want to talk about it, because this is when the movie, from here on out, at one point, I think that one thing that has to be mentioned, Kurt Russell pretending to be a dweeb.
Oh yeah, well that was such a wonderful scene.
There's this great thing. So
he plays it really well.
Oh, he does. So
with that massive chin of his.
Chin. We've been given the lowdown on Lopan. We've been told what's going on. Okay, we think we know where the girl has been taken. Great. We need to get in there. And they have this wonderful interchange in the car of like, okay, you need to blend in. You need to look harmless. What is it? You need to blend in. He does. I'm trying to remember the interchange because just this wonderful little thing of dialogue. It's almost like a Who's on First bit.
Yeah, Who's on First?
You know what I'm talking?
Second?
Yeah, because it's kind of like, look, yeah. No. You need to look harmless. You need to look, you need to look relaxed. You need to look stupid. He does.
Yeah. Gracie Law.
He does.
That's so
awesome.
Good. I know, and now I know where you were going with it because I was just waiting.
Yeah. And the look on Kurt Russell's face is like, hey.
Yeah.
And he goes in, and it's Kurt. I've never seen Kurt Russell play dweeb. I've seen him play serious.
He can pull it off. Yeah, I mean, the chin kind of ruins it.
He's done Executive Decision, where he kind of plays standard dude. You know, he's like an analyst or something. He's not an action hero in that. But here, he's kind of like, well, hi there, yucks.
Yeah.
Oh, shucks. The taxi driver told me that I could, like, and it's like, oh, wow, that's a thing, baby.
And then he had to give it away, but do you have someone with green eyes?
Green eye. I'm really in the mood for someone with green eyes.
And then everyone just looks at him. Like,
yeah. Cough.
Yeah.
And then that whole place is assaulted by green fire. And
the
roof comes up.
That's the green explosion that the lawyer was talking about.
It blows the roof off, baby.
And then they ride lightning
We
again.
paraglide in with lightning or whatever the hell these guys are doing.
That's the equivalent of like SWAT teams repelling in.
Oh, it's so great. It's like they repel in with lightning.
Yeah,
that is a bold move, man. And then there's him trying to punch out Asian Benedict Cumberbatch.
Yes, that's what we agreed with.
That's true. I can't remember.
Asian Benedict Cumberbatch.
One of these Raiden cosplayer dudes is such he is Asian Benedict Cumberbatch, and it's amazing.
They look a lot alike.
He really does. It's awesome. I'm gonna see if I can find the dude because he's awesome in this.
It's him, right? You just went through it one more, go a bit more down.
Peter Kwong. There he is.
Is that him? No.
I'm pretty sure that's him.
I thought his name was further below.
No, it's Peter Kwong. I'm betting you sweet money. Yeah, Peter Kwong.
Yeah, probably.
It's Peter Kwong.
Probably.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
And this guy in this, because he's wearing this high tight helmet thing, it's dope, and it looks so good. And
this movie, it's amazing.
Yeah.
No, you're absolutely right. It was the other guy.
Yeah, no, it's the other guy. And no, they come in, they get the girl, and now we're infiltrating Lopan's establishment, and this is where things go truly off the rails.
Yeah, and the movie keeps one-upping itself.
Oh yeah, no, completely. Just when you think you know where it's going, you're in an elevator that starts to fill with water.
Yeah, and then just when you think you kind of grasp the monsters, there's a literal monster that pops out of nowhere.
The literal monsters pop up.
Out of nowhere.
Personal and favorite interchange is kind of like, yeah, come on, Jack, we're here to get your truck. I can buy you a new truck, but there's only one Yeoman. It's kind of like, okay. What happened here? I don't know. It's so great.
So, final rating?
Are we there? I don't know. I'm going to check up the time code. I don't know where we are in time code, but oh, wow. No, we still got a bit of time on the clock.
We're almost there.
We're almost there.
So highlights.
Highlights. Okay,
one of my highlights is the really anticlimactic...
No. Okay, not highlights. Favorite part in the next part of the movie.
Oh, okay.
Because we've jumped off the rail. On the way down, what was your favorite part?
All right. Tough one.
Yep.
I have to say it has to be the anticlimactic sword death.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Or just jumping, and then stabbing.
Yeah, just like, okay.
It reminds me so much, because as I mentioned Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Yep.
it reminds me of that fight scene where he just shoots the guy.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Because there's such a build up to that fight, and then they actually fight for a long time, and then all of a sudden it's just, okay, I'm just gonna shoot him.
Yeah, no, my favorite one for that has to be, there's this, I think I referenced it earlier, and there's this wonderful moment where it's kind of like, okay, yeah, they get to this door, and he's kind of like, all right, everybody, we're gonna go through this door. Follow the leader. Opens the door. The entire gang is outside. Close. New plan.
Yeah, new plan.
And it's kind of like, no, they only saw me, and it's him and Dennis Dunn. It's kind of like, all right,
yeah,
it's gonna be back to back. We are here. We're gonna have the big fight. Yeah. And Kurt Russell tries to get this knife out of his little foot holster, and he goes, ha! And it falls and flies away. And you watch Dennis Dunn having a fight scene and Kurt Russell looking for something.
Yeah.
And then right at the end, everyone's knocked out. Kurt Russell jumps in. Ha!
With the knife.
With the knife. And it's kind of like, they have this wonderful little like, really, Jack?
I mean, the chemistry between him and Dennis Dunn is really
awesome.
good. Yeah, it really works.
Truly awesome. They really play it to the hilt. And Dennis Dunn he's a guy who's been in a lot of Carpenter movies. He shows up a lot. He's in Prince of Darkness.
Okay.
Good movie. Weird movie, but a lot of the same cast as this.
I mean, Carpenter has done a lot of weird movies.
I'm sorry. Yeah, you say that, but the devil is trapped in jelly form in a big glass canister. Weird. Try me.
All right.
Yeah. That movie is bizarre.
Is it worse than when Lopan tries to touch the pubes?
Oh, yeah.
He's like... Actually, that has to be probably my actual favorite.
Yeah, probably. Actually, yeah. I think that might be a shared favorite.
Thinking back, because that scene is because he's like he's a 2,000 or something year old demon.
He's he's someone who sold his soul to a demon, so he needs to marry a woman with green eyes so that he can restore something.
A woman that was born in the year of the dragon or something.
Can hold the fiery blade. Apparently,
yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah, that's what it is. Sure.
Yeah. And for some reason, to him, it meant she has to be Asian.
Personal new favorite part. No. I have another favorite part. You go first.
Okay, yeah. So then he's like super old. He's 2,000 years old. And the first thing he does, which is such a man move.
Oh, yeah.
He just goes and tries to touch this woman's boobs.
But he's incorporeal, so he just goes straight through.
It's like, all right.
And you get the feeling James Hong didn't realize where his hands were going to be put in editing?
No, just like, ooh.
And him talking there is kind of like, oh, if I could only touch her.
Yeah. It's great. I love it.
I have missed the human form. And like, we can tell, buddy.
Dude. Pull your jets.
Personal favorite, gotta be honest. At one point in this movie, it's kind of like the movie's going along. It's the Jack Burton show. We're having Dennis Dunn. Wait a second. We need an interlude of Carter Wong, Mr. Beefcake, in a leopard print Speedo. Yes. Doing a knife dance down a hallway lined with Buddhas.
Yeah.
In slow-mo.
Oh, like, I'd forgotten about that.
Oh, God, that moment. It really is a show-stopping moment when you're just like, what is this? Who is this for? What am I watching? Okay.
I'm all for it.
It's almost like Carter Wong put it in his contract.
You go through the 5 stages of grief, and acceptance is the final stage.
And that scene gives you enough time to get there.
Yes.
Ha! 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 Still going, huh?
Beefy
ha! 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 And we're still going.
Mm-hmm.
He looks like the main bad guy from. It's not him, but it looks like the main bad guy from Bloodsport.
Oh, I've seen Bloodsport, but.
Chun-Li, whatever his name is in that. Anyway.
Chun-Li? That's from Street Fighter.
Oh, that's Street Fighter. Yep, my bad. Just watching me put my foot right into it.
Yep, Chun-Li.
Chung-Li. Yeah, sure, I'm calling him that now. Done. Jean-Claude Van Damme versus Chung-Li.
Yeah, Chung-Li, not even All right.
Oh, man.
So, yeah, no, that's, this movie
this movie, it's like, it's a treat. It's such a treat. I don't want to even get in more into it because it is so, we'd spend 5 hours because it's so nuts.
Yeah, we could. Because there's so many tangents we can pull.
There's so many tangents. And every little thing we notice, we just want to go talk about something else because this movie just lends itself to conversation.
Yeah.
If you have film friends, this is the movie to put on when you have a beer in your hand and a group of people to watch it with.
Definitely.
If you have people who are not into cult movies, this is a weird watch. I give fair warning.
Yeah.
We
experienced that.
You might have someone looking you dead in the eye going, "What did I just watch?" It is. I mean, it is really culty. It is way over the top. This is like They Live. It's like a real trope movie. And if you are on board, you love it. If you don't know where it's coming from, this is a weird watch.
Yeah, but thankfully the actors make it easy because they're also on board.
I mean, it's also because it's so clearly funny.
Yeah.
I mean, the comedy is really on point.
Like, it's not a Trolls 2 situation where they think that they're taking it seriously, but they're not really.
Is that a thing? Did they make another one of those?
No, that's the one.
Oh, yeah.
And then they're gonna eat me.
I thought you were talking about those little Justin Timberlake bloody things. I completely.
What?
Yeah, the Trolls movies, the new ones.
Oh, those.
Yeah, I thought did they make it too?
Yeah, that was the first movie to not be released in cinemas. It's called Trolls World Tour.
Oh, well, the coronavirus did have something positive.
Yeah. That's probably, like, in the history books, that's probably the movie they're going to refer to that killed cinema.
Oh, yeah, Trolls 2 killed cinema.
World Tour.
I wanted more specific. Justin Timberlake killed cinema.
Yeah, I mean, if there was going to be one person to kill cinema,
it was going to be him. He certainly killed country. So,
yeah, him and Jessica Biel.
Good for him. Yeah, it's either going to be him or John Cena from Fast 5. Justin Timberlake.
Was he in Fast 5?
No, not Fast 5. The new one, Fast 9.
Fast 9, that's the one.
Oh, mercy. Yeah. I forget how many of those there are.
He's in the next one.
Yeah. Him and his arms.
Yeah, well, you know what they
say. I think those are
co-credits. You can't see him, even though he's as big as a block.
Yeah, there's a block.
City block.
It's his chin.
It's as big as a city block.
Yeah, pretty much, and he's hiding behind it. So, oh, God. That Trolls 2, God. You know why it's so weird, right? Have you heard the story on why that movie's so bizarre?
The Italian filmmakers who thought that they were making something completely
different. No. It's weirder than that. Number one, none of the people in Trolls 2 were actors. They were all local people. Number two, the Italians had a script in Italian that they had translated to English. Not a single member of the crew spoke English. And they didn't trust the people living there, so they made them read the translation verbatim. So they weren't allowed to interpret and make natural the language. They just had to say the words.
And it's as close to Google Translate as going to get.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no, this is worse than Google Translate. This is something special.
Yeah. Oh, that's a disaster. But yeah, so
this movie rocks.
The Room, also another one where, they take it really seriously, but then it's actually quite hilarious.
Yeah.
This thank God, it's not kind of the case where everyone's in on the joke here.
I think the one for me that really exemplifies that is Wicker Man, the remake.
Yeah, when Nicolas
Cage tries to pretend afterwards it was a comedy. Yeah. No, it wasn't, Nick.
Ah, the bees!
The bees!
The bees!
But that's only in the director's cut.
Yeah, well,
him punching a woman in a bear costume. That's in every cut.
That's in every cut.
Oh yes, it is.
That's certainly a scene.
Oh god, him pulling a gun on a woman on a bike.
Yeah, no, that movie. I've seen it done better. Put it lightly.
Yeah. In the original,
for example.
Speaking of Christopher Lee, he's great in that. Him in a kilt. Woo. I'm telling you, that Wicker Man remake is just.
Oof.
What was it? The way I heard it referred to one time is kind of like, it's an interesting change to the plot. An original, well, yeah, no, we have pagans and it's this ritualistic thing. Second movie, women.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, mercy. Oh,
just
okay.
Women. Yeah, no, if you want to see something similar to Wicker Man, but done well, watch Midsommar.
Midsommar.
Yeah.
Yeah, pronunciation on that thing is all over the shop. Everyone has a different way.
It's Swedish, so it's Midsommar.
Azzy, I think it calls it the guy who directed it calls it Midsommar.
Yeah.
So, I mean, no, that movie is... I haven't watched it. I haven't got around to it.
That's good. Well, I liked his other movie.
Yeah, exactly.
Hereditary
is awesome. So I'm kind of like, it's on my to-do, but it was not a movie I was going to watch in cinema.
Yeah. I personally prefer Hereditary, but I think it's a good movie nonetheless.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I think Hereditary is going to be hard to beat. I kind of just saw
Yeah, I mean, both from cinematography, directorial standpoint, and also from Toni Collette's acting standpoint.
Yeah.
It's just, wow, all the way through.
Yeah, she really brings that show.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Big Trouble in Little China. I mean, this is a firm recommend.
Yeah.
This is we love this movie. This is A+. We just adore this. Is it an essentials? I don't know. Do we put it on the pantheon?
Well, as a cult movie, yeah.
I kind of do. I think if we're gonna
give
it, if we're gonna classify it as an action movie or an 80s movie, no. If you're gonna consider it a cult movie,
yeah,
damn right.
Like, as a cult movie, I would prefer this over something like Fight Club, even though Fight Club technically is a better movie overall.
I'll be entirely honest. I kind of don't like Fight Club.
Sure. I don't blame you.
No, I really don't. I like Fight Club technically.
That's what I mean. Like, on a technical level, Fight Club is way more competent. But
I struggle to watch Fight Club these days. Its message got
taste.
Its message got so weird with time.
Yeah, and Jared Leto didn't help.
Oh, but I have
that's the one thing that you like about
the one scene I love in that movie is Jared Leto being beaten within an inch of his life.
And
Good God.
And I'm the one who actually considers him a pretty decent actor.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, because I've seen Mr. Nobody and Requiem for a Dream.
He is great in Requiem for a Dream, but that's also because he is a sad sack loser.
Yeah, which isn't that far off from Mr. Nobody as well.
Fair enough. Yeah. Okay, maybe that explains it.
Yeah. Maybe that's his role.
I'm telling you, Jared Leto. I don't usually get like irrational about actors. I hate Jared Leto.
Yeah,
I can't stand that.
Reading the news about him.
Oh, it doesn't help either, does it?
No.
I mean, I got in that game early. I never liked Jared Leto. Yeah. I didn't like Jared Leto when he was just doing 30 Seconds to Mars. I just can't stand him. I can't stand the guy. But the news hasn't helped, especially recently.
Yeah, no. With the cult.
Oh, the cult. My favorite was him showing up to some kind of like party dressed literally as Jesus.
Yeah, well.
Yeah.
All right, I think we're gonna call it there.
I think we're gonna call it there.
Jared Leto kills the conversation.
Jared Leto, conversation killer.
Yeah, there you go.
Jared Leto in real life and Jared Leto in discussion.
Yeah, if you ever that's in real life, good one. if you're ever in a tight spot and you want to get out of a conversation, just
start talking about Jared Leto.
Yeah.
Best case scenario, conversation end. Worst case scenario, you get beaten within an inch of your life. Either way, better than the conversation you were having, probably.
All right. And with that.
Yeah. So we put this out. We put this as a 10 out of 10, right? Yeah. Essential cult film. Watch this movie. Please. We could have kept talking.
Yeah.
We are restraining ourselves. We clearly looked at the time and thought, you know what? We're not going to be here for 5 hours.
I mean, when we'd already spent an hour and we'd barely gotten through the lawyer scene.
Yeah.
That's like, well, okay.
Number one. Yeah. Hey, good to see you again, man. We need to catch up on air.
Yeah.
You might as well listen. It's free.
It's free.
All right. Thanks for listening, everybody. We always appreciate it. And again, thanks for supporting us through these interesting times we're all living through.
Yeah.
Don't know what else to say, really.
No, if you want to get in touch with us, you can on sightonscreen@gmail.com. We're on all
major platforms pretty much at this point. We're on Spotify, we're on Twitch, SoundCloud.
We're not on Twitch.
Switch.
Stitcher. Yeah.
Yeah, we really are out of shape on this one.
Spotify, iTunes, Stitcher, SoundCloud, and also YouTube.
And if you'd like to support the show, feel free. We are on patreon.com/sightonscreen. But the best thing you can do for us, tell a friend, spread the word, let somebody know. We appreciate it hugely.
Yeah. So thank you so much, and we'll catch you next week, I guess.
Yeah. Whee!